Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a movie review of the movie Last Flag Flying. And for those of you who have never heard of it or have never seen it, you are in for a treat. This is a really, really good movie. It's a wonderful movie. It was put out in 2017, but it's set in 2003. The plot is fairly basic. A man sets out and he seeks out his Vietnam War buddies to help him retrieve his son's body, who was killed in the Middle East. His son was a Marine and was killed in Vietnam, or in the Middle East, rather. The cast, the guys, Steve Carell plays the guy, and his two buddies are Bryan Cranston and Lawrence Fishburne. Steve Carell and Bryan Cranston and Lawrence Fishburne are three of the finest actors alive. I don't care what genre you put them in. I don't care if it's a comedy. I don't care if it's a serious drama. These three actors are some of your finest actors living today, and you can take that to the bank. It's also got Cicely Tyson, who's also a wonderful, wonderful actress. If you've not seen her work, you've been living in a cave somewhere. J. Quentin Johnson, Yul Vasquez, Deanna Reed Foster, Graham Wolfe, and many, many more. Really good cast, upstanding, quality people. It's the characters in this are poignant. They're believable, and the entire movie is very thought provoking. If you get the opportunity to watch this movie, I highly recommend it. The gist is, this guy decides to forego Arlington Cemetery and take the casket home to New Hampshire, where they're going to bury his son there. It is a bittersweet trip. I found myself laughing and crying, and it was really, really good. During the course of this trip, old wounds are healed, and it literally runs the entire gamut of human emotion. It is so, so good. Great acting, great cast, and a very, very thought-provoking, very real experience. These guys, and everybody in this movie is a good actor, but these particular three, Steve Carell, Bryan Cranston, and Lawrence Fishburne, are beyond excellent. In my opinion, this movie should have won at least a dozen Academy Awards, but because of the leftist bullshit that they're doing in Hollywood these days, probably nobody's ever heard of it. This is a real movie with real stars about real facts and real events, and there's such an air of realism in this movie. I don't know of anybody who could watch this and not be moved. This is one of the most emotion-provoking movies I've ever seen. If anybody who watches this and doesn't get something out of it, this didn't pay attention. They're not with it. They may actually be stupid. I don't know. As a veteran, this really hit home with me. And if you know of somebody who has lost a loved one in these Middle Eastern wars or in any war, if you have somebody who's struggling with chemical dependency, if you have somebody who's lost a son or a daughter, if you have somebody who has anybody who has old wounds that need to be healed, this movie will touch you. That's all I'm going to say. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.